album with, and which we've kind of done some singles and stuff in between, like with other like indie labels and stuff like that. But we've come back with Time Fraction Records because you know they always look after us, and they put up with our crap. They're good guy. You know, Michael's a great guy. But yeah, so it's 12 tracks. It's different. It's different to the previous stuff in the sense it's we spent a little bit more time in the studio rather than before when we used to just kind of go, because you know we're a live band. Really, we pride ourselves on being a live band. I feel like some of like the like maybe the first album we were not very comfortable being in the studio, and it was very much quick. You know, get it down. Get out, do a gig. But this time we tried to, you know, we gave a bit of time between recording to come back and listen to things and just try and get the best out of get the best out of it, you know.
So you really kind of really fine-tuned the tracks.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't want to lose like the rawness and like the kind of the kind of Dirt Royal way, but then we also wanted every song to have its full potential, you know, and like maybe just trying like a few harmonies, or like, you know, we put down a friend of mine, Miles, he's a piano player, and he's put down like loads of like keys and stuff like that, and it's a little bit of harmonica on there, and yeah, just tried to it was just all about just trying to give the song its full potential, basically.
Cool. So you're also just about to release a new single from the album as well. What can we expect from the track, and anything you'd like to say about the track?
So the track it's called Lose Our Way, and it was actually the first song that we'd written that's on the album. And it's kind of, the song itself was inspired by maybe like the whole point of the song is it's like an argument between me and Leon with our verses, like a discussion, and we're on about like how people kind of about the music industry in itself, of like people shoving things down your neck and saying like this is the next band or this is the next poet of the generation, and we're kind of saying like, well, no, that's not us, that's not our generation, like, you know, we decide that, and then it's just trying to avoid the kind of the grey areas of being in a band. I guess that's kind of what it's about, but in a positive, uplifting, angry way.
Indie punk way. Well, I've had a listen to the track because you very kindly sent the track over, which we're going to play in a moment. And it's a fantastic track, and it's
thank you.
You definitely found your sounds, and you've nailed it down absolutely perfectly. Would you like to introduce the track, and we're playing now for the listeners?
Lovely, let's do it. This song's called Lose Our Way.
Gonna
There we go. That was Dirt Royal with a fantastic new track. That's Lose Our Way. We've still got Charlie here. Are you happy still to take a few more questions?
Yeah, go for it.
So you say you're releasing the album via Time for Action Records. Will there be a vinyl copy available of the album?
Yeah, so the album's going to be available on vinyl and all the digital downloads like Spotify and iTunes and all that. But I found out yesterday that the yellow there's two versions of the album. You've got the standard black issue vinyl, and then we've got the yellow vinyl. And I found out yesterday that they've all sold out now through pre-order. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about that.
Well, I'm a little bit upset because obviously I haven't been able to buy the yellow vinyl, but well, congratulations anyway. So
I'm sure I might be able to dig out one from somewhere. We're still waiting for come in the post, but I think officially online that they're all on the shop. They've all gone, which is great. I'm really I wasn't expecting that. I'm really happy about that.
So where can people buy the copy of the album if they wanted to buy it at the moment, or pre-save it at least? Yeah, so if you want to buy the album, you go on to www.timeforactionrecords.d. If you go on there, all the information's there. Or if you go on our social medias, it'll all be like in our bio. So we are Dirt Royal basically for everything like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, but all the information will be there. And then on the 23rd of October, everything will be up on Spotify and iTunes and everything like that as well for the people that like to listen digitally. So how long did it take you to write the album? I think write the album. I don't know how long, because it wasn't like we sat down and we were like, right, we need to write a second album. It was more like we like writing on the go, and like whenever we write, I kind of feel like our songs come in like threes and fours, if you see what I mean. So like like Waiting for the Radio, Glory Days, Great Expectations, like they kind of came together. And then like Lemsip, When You Say Who Knows, As Good as It Gets, like they kind of like came together. And then there's actually a song on there called Never So that I actually wrote before I started the band. It was just like a little it's like a little campfire kind of oasis, kind of like Half the World Away. It's basically Loz, our drummer, like always says it's just a rip off of Half the World Away, but I'm happy with that. Well, it's good enough. Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good. Well, no rips off the Beatles, so... No, well, everyone rips off the Beatles anyway at some point, anyway. Yeah, so that's what happens. Exactly. So what's your favourite track on the album? My favourite track is... Oh, that's hard, actually. No one's actually asked me that yet. Okay, my favourite track is probably As Good As It Gets, is my favourite in terms of to play live, and it's the opening track, and... we were struggling with an opening track. It was the last song that was written on the album, and we were just kind of... and I'm a big believer in, like, all my favourite albums of all time always have a really strong opening track. Yeah. And the opening track always stays quite, like, special to me because it's, like, the first bang, the first impression. Yeah. So when we came up with this, I was really, really happy about it. And the lyric... I love the idea... Well, the fact that the first lyric of the album is "Take shit." There's just so much of it. Get paid only a little bit. I'm very proud of that. I think that's very funny. It's a nice opening line. I think that says a lot about what we write about, and what we represent. Yeah, definitely. So you say you're basically we are Dirt Royal on your socials, and that's across everything. So one nice handy handle to find you across everything, which makes it so much easier, because obviously a lot of bands have all sorts of different things. I can't complain because each one of mine is completely different. So the first one, it's brilliant. You'll start doing one, and then you'll go to do another, and someone else has already taken that one, and you're like, what? So it's hard. I'm sure there's not many Dirt Royals out there, though, is there? No, there's a couple of Royal Dirts, but we've messaged them and said, don't you dare think about moving the words around, yeah. So you nailed down the market in the Dirt Royal. Yeah, exactly. Definitely band-wise, anyway. There might be some dodgy DVDs out there called Dirt Royal. I'm sure there probably is. I'll probably find it on the internet somewhere at some point. Have you got any gigs lined up, or are you looking to start booking gigs again? Where are you with the gigs front at the moment? So it's a bit of a tricky one in terms of touring. We're not really going to commit
because we're supposed to be, because the record label is the German-based record label.
Yeah.
They wanted to like get us out there straight away, and then maybe like Europe and stuff like that, and then obviously the UK. But that's kind of off the cards at the moment. So I think what we're doing now is I'm kind of in talks with someone about doing an album release party, maybe like in a month, and it will all be like it'll be like a social distance and gig, and it'll be quite chilled, but we'll keep it quite small. Do you know what I mean? So it's manageable.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I think really at the moment that's kind of all we can do, really.
So fantastic. Thank you very much, Charlie. Thank you for coming to do the interview. It's really much appreciated.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
And good luck with the album. I'm really looking forward to hearing it. And the track "Lose Our Way" is fantastic. If that's the start of the album for the rest of it, then we're in for a real treat. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Nice one. Cheers, Charlie.
All right, nice one. Thanks, mate.
There we go, that is Dirt Royal. That was an interview with Charlie from Dirt Royal about their new album, Great Expectations, that's due out on the 23rd. You can find it we can order it, pre-save it via Time for Action Records or timeforaction.de, or you can go over to their socials, which is at We Are Dirt Royal. Pre-save it, because I think it's going to be an absolutely quality album. Their first album was outstanding, so their second album is going to be just as good, if not, I think, even better. So, go and do what you need to do. Absolutely fantastic. So that is Dirt Royal. So next up comes from Manchester Gutter Punks, the Battery Farm with Maggot line that's due for release on the 23rd of October. It's a 4-piece bringing punishing and pulverising punk, brimming with pain and passion. Maggot line is a brutally honest, tell it how it is, no holds barred 2 minutes and 19 seconds of gutter punk, and will be the lead single from the new up-and-coming debut EP, Endless Unstoppable Pain, which is due for release on the 27th of November, and all recorded over down at the Red City Studios in Manchester. It's a fantastic track. If you are of a miserable disposition, this may even maybe what you're looking for. This is the Battery Farm and Maggot line.
We're all gonna die, and it's awful. We're all gonna die, it's awful. The children that we swore will get the chance to go. We're all gonna die, and it won't be long. Climate's a pastime, coming when the one gets warm. We're gonna pull the trumpet, open what she wears.